Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining me today. Today, I want to talk about bringing women to the U.S. Okay, and I think I had it in one of my other videos before, but today I just want to kind of go over some things and share with you something, and hopefully give you some food for thought as to why I think it's not a good idea. I wouldn't want this to happen to anyone. So what I'm going to ask is that if you or anyone you know that is considering bringing anyone to the U.S., to please think about it carefully, okay? Because keep in mind, guys, these girls don't really want us as a person. They want the treasures that come with us, okay? Meaning they want the money. They want to come to the States. They want to be able to make money to take care of their family back in their home country. So we are just like the mailman or the delivery guy to get them here. And then once they get what they want, they're going to hightail it off. And then from that point, you're going to become the worst person in the world because they're going to go around and badmouth you to everybody. So what I want to do here is I want to share something with you guys to kind of give you a little food for thought. And like I always say, my topics are like a buffet. You can take it or leave it. I'm only trying to give you something to think about because one thing I know about guys, or not guys, but just people in general, we all think we know it all. Okay? So, what I want to share with you today, and there's a couple of things we have to hit upon. Uh, Bringing someone to the States is not a fantasy, or you may see it as a fantasy, but that fantasy will soon turn into a nightmare. Because in your mind, you're thinking, okay, I've met this wonderful girl. I'm going to take her back to my home country. Life is going to be good. And, all my dreams are going to come true. But there's a nightmare on the other side of that dream that you guys are not considering. And this is something that I want to help bring some light upon. So when you meet these girls, keep in mind one thing they want is your money. The next thing they want is to leave their country to go to your country. Because as you know, back in their country, their whole idea of survival is going to another country to work. So when they meet you, that's top of their list to go to your country to work. Now, when they work, they're not working to help you. They're working because they want to send money home to their family. Okay? I know one girl, she's sending money home to take care of like 12 people. And whoever gets with her, he will be out of his mind to support 12 people who are just sitting around doing nothing. So today I want to share with you something that I just heard about, and I would not want anyone to get caught up into this. So to kind of shed some light on the story, what it is, a gentleman met a Filipino girl, and he petitioned for her to come to the States. Now, prior to her arrival, she made a stop somewhere in another state before she reached his state, and she stayed there a few days, and then finally she meet up with him and stay with him. During the time she was with him, she goes off with another guy. So now she stays with the second guy for a while, and I'm not sure what happened there, but I'm assuming things did not go her way. So she goes back to the first guy, the one that petitioned her to come to the country. So now she's staying with him for a while. So here's the thing. When she gets back with him, he um, he gives her a chance to come back, but during the time she comes back, he had her adjustment of status revoked. Okay, and if you know what that is, once you petition a girl to come here, you have 90 days to get married. Once you get married, then you got to file for her green card and all this other stuff. But what happened is when you revoke the status, that means she got to go back to her country. Now, when the guy revokes the status, Now the girl was denied the green card. She was scheduled for a hearing for the green card, and they denied her the hearing, denied her the green card. Now she's pissed. So, because she's pissed, she wants to bring charges on him for domestic violence. Now, based on the information I have, there was no domestic violence. And from what I discovered, as far as what the immigration sees, they see domestic violence is you got to have a police report or something from the hospital showing that you were abused. Without that, there's no domestic violence. So now that she was denied the green card, now she wants to do the domestic violence thing. And here's why. And this is something you guys must consider. When you petition a girl to come to your country, let me stop. I don't know about other countries, but in the United States, when you petition a girl to come to the United States to live with you, if you put your hands on her, you go to jail and she petitions herself. Hear me carefully. You go to jail and she can petition herself. It is a federal offense to bring someone here and abuse them. And I'm stressing this because I don't want to see anyone out there in trouble trying to achieve a fantasy with someone who means you no good. Because when you go and pull her, bring her here, you got to sign an affidavit of support, which means that you have to support her. You know, she gets part of your income so that she don't become a ward of the state. If you abuse her, you go to jail. She becomes a resident. So either way, you lose on both ends. So now that the guy, now that the guy is having to go through all this, so he had to go to the hearing, but he missed the hearing. He supposedly forgot, so he missed the hearing. But he got a second hearing, and they denied to hear anything he had to say. Now, here's where I need to stop you. When the girl was denied the green card, they told her there were other avenues that she can take. When the guy was denied the second hearing, they didn't give him any alternatives. The only thing they gave him, they said, you missed your hearing, so 1, you got to pay attorney fees. 2, you have to pay court costs. And 3, you got to attend classes. It's those domestic violence classes that you have to attend. So now he got to pay for all those 3 things for something that he didn't even do. So this is why you guys need to really think that bringing these girls here is not a joke. Bringing the girls to this country, it's only a fantasy, because reality is your ass is going to be on the line. The courts would not even give the guy a second chance to plead his case, only because he missed the hearing. But they give the girl a second chance to try to file for a green card. So these are the 3 things you have to keep in mind. And I'm going to spell it out. 1, when you bring them here, you have no rights to anything. The government is not going to help you. The government is not going to protect you. The government is not going to listen to anything you have to say. Okay? They're not. The second thing is, if for some reason she gets pissed at you, okay? So let's say she wants something, go somewhere or do something, however, if she finds a reason to get pissed at you like this girl is doing, she's getting pissed at him because he revoked her status on the card. Now she's reaching out to the courts to file charges against him. Okay? And the third thing you have to keep in mind, under domestic violence, you go to jail and she petitions herself. It's a federal offense to do that. You're going to jail. So these are things you have to think about. And I would hate to see guys get caught up into this on a fantasy. You know, they got this fantasy in their head about bringing these girls here and life is going to be good. It doesn't work that way. You're going into the situation thinking of, I care, I like, I love. But on the flip side, why is this girl going into a situation with you? Because it's not a relationship, it's a situationship. She's going into this situation thinking, this is a chance to come up. This is a chance to better my life. This is a chance to get out of the Philippines. I can make money and support my family. And I've heard girls tell me that the guy they used to date, they really didn't like him, but they liked the money he was sending. You know, I have met enough Filipinos that I have learned their game. And this is why I'm trying to take the time to share this with you guys so you don't get caught up into what they're trying to do. Just like this guy. He got caught up into the situation thinking he liked the girl, thinking the girl liked him, he'll bring her here, life will be good, but it didn't turn out that way. Now he's in a world of crap behind what? A fantasy. So like I say, keep in mind, and I won't make this too long, but I guess I'm trying to stress to you the importance of being careful, the importance of being aware, the importance of being conscious, and the importance of leave them in their country. Let's say this. Let's look at both sides of it. If this guy had left her in her country, he could have went to visit her. Okay? Whenever he wanted, he can go and visit, come back. If it doesn't work out, he's not out of anything other than a plane ticket. But on the flip side, he brings her here. Now look at what he's out of. He got to pay the attorney. He got to pay the court costs. He got to take the classes. If he's found guilty, he's going to jail. He also has to support her. And what you have to see here is which is most cost effective. And to me, it's more cost effective to just buy a plane ticket and go visit her. And what she do after I'm gone, I don't give a crap. Because the main thing is, I'm not going to jail for nobody. Okay? I'm not going to jail for nobody just to try to make them happy. Okay? And that's just, I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. So please keep this in mind. And I'm asking you guys, if you will, share this with other guys who may be considering doing this. Let them know the consequences that, could come out of doing this. Okay? It doesn't usually work out well. I've heard too many stories where it doesn't work out well. And the guys that are with these girls for a long time, they're basically catering to what these girls want. They're taking care of the family. They're giving her whatever she wants just to keep the peace. I'm not simping that way. I'm sorry. Okay? So if you don't want to get caught up into this scenario like this guy has done, please think about it carefully. It's cheaper to just go and visit them than to bring them back to your country because this is all they want. And if you look at how this girl has played him, okay, like I said before, she left, she came back, now she can't get her green card, so now she wants to file charges against him for something he didn't do. So keep this in mind. So please take the time, share, like, subscribe. If you have friends that may be considering this, let them hear this. Let them know that it's danger on the other side of the fantasy, okay? So leave your comments, and if there's anything I can help you guys with, feel free to reach out to me anytime. Like, subscribe, share, and see you on the next video. Take care.